Honorable Chair, it's the conclusionary remarks of my colleague that was still giving me a brain freeze there. Thank you, Chair. I think let me start by AJ, the way you present yourself, the way you answer with so much tact and confidence for a black woman, that's excellence, and I want to celebrate you for that. It's very refreshing to see. In terms of the alignment with the national skills strategy, I didn't see much of that in the current report, but in the budget review report that was given to us last year, if I can remember correctly, the 10th or the 9th of October 2024, on that item, on the national alignment with the skills strategy, how is the department performing?
Thank you, Honorable Sauls. So when we looked at the APP, we believe that what they put in the current APPs, especially for the CETAs, it is in line with what's sitting in the strategy, right? The challenge with us, we were saying, they are framing them in a way that will be difficult to track, right? So we were not worried that they are borrowing things outside of the skills development strategy, but it will be important that we craft it in a manner that allows progression, because that strategy is a long term, right? So one needs to make sure that what we are doing this year, especially as almost the first year of administration, that it creates a solid foundation for us. So we are not worried of them, or we had not identified an instance where they are outside of that particular strategy. So we're comfortable that they are within, but obviously we just need to tighten it a bit. Thanks.
Is that only for CETAs, or does the same apply to TVET?
Thank you, Honorable Sauls. The TVETs, in terms of the framework and the act, they do not have performance planning. Right? So if you look at the framework on performance information, it touches the universities in terms of the requirements to actually have an annual performance plan and annual performance report. It touches on the CETAs and the department and other entities. So the TVETs do not have that particular legislation that demands of the annual performance.
Are you saying you can't track performance?
Yes, from ourselves we can't.
Okay, I'm now confused because in that 2024 report that you guys gave to us, and I'm trying to link it because we also questioned on that report the last time, and I'm trying to track progress. So in that last report, you actually said that there has been no, I quote, open quote, there has been no significant shift by the TVET branch and TVET colleges in ensuring alignment between the recommendations of the quality assurance entities and the fields of studies being prioritized at the TVETs, close quote.
All right, thank you so much. That is for the, so the work that we've done on performance, it was for the TVET branch, right?
Yeah.
The work we've done on the TVET is not the APP. That's why you'll see that none of the TVETs will table an APP. So that comment, we made it from the work that we've done in data analytics, analyzing the studies for all the 50 TVETs. So we're still going to do that. That's part of an ordinary audit that's going to come through. It's not necessarily part of the current work that we've done because they don't have an annual performance plan. But part of the reason why we were highlighting the need for the department not to utilize reports, I'm going to go back to that, is so that each branch can be a bit clearer on what is it that they want to do in each of the entities that they are responsible for, speaking from the department perspective. So the proactive work for the APP, the CETAs will not be there, but when we then do the audit outcome feedback, similar to what we did last year, that will include the work that we've done in analyzing the
Why that is important to break down is because, are you saying to me at this point you still hold that view as it relates to what you stated in the report? Yes?
Thank you, Honorable. It remains intact, that view, until we finalize the audit outcomes. So it remains intact.
Now, in 2024, when I asked that question, you were not there. So I posed the question to the DDG TVET, and he said in that meeting, that he disagrees with the Auditor General. So I'm going to pose the very same question. Now that you say you maintain to the Honorable DDG for TVET. DDG, do you remember your response to me?
Honorable Sauls, I remember my response.
Do you
but
maintain?
It was also not in 2024.
When was it?
It was in 2025, early this year, in the Free State.
Your memory is greater than mine.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remember exactly when it was and exactly what you stated. Do you maintain?
I still maintain until we have the engagement with the Auditor General on their findings. And for us to be able to clarify some of the issues, as the AG has said, they still have to finalize on that particular matter. So until such time that we are able to provide responses on some of the findings, I maintain.
No, my interest is obviously not in your processes in terms of when you officially, upon the day when which I still maintain, my memory takes me to 2024. But be that as it may, you said in that meeting that you disagree with the AG, you still disagree with the AG, despite what's still going to come. But at the time of reporting, the AG is saying that there's no link between the skills and what is currently available. You say there are. That's a very pertinent element within TVET, because if the skill strategy that we have does not align with what our students need, it's obviously a problem. It says we are outdated. So for you to maintain, as we sit here now, are you saying that the AG's report at the time, which still applies now, is inaccurate?
Until I get the specific, Honorable Sauls, until I get the specifics of the misalignments, which I don't have at the moment, and in which areas are those misalignments, then I should be in a position to say yes or no.
You would agree that you're unfair now, because at the time when I asked you, your response was not as you state now, to say, you want to first go look why the AG is saying so, and then you'll respond to me. Instead, what you did was you said, no, that's not the truth. Then I asked you, are you stating for the record that you disagree with the AG statement? You said yes. You didn't need to go verify. With your brilliant memory, can you remember that I asked you, do you state for the record that you disagree? You said yes.
Yes, and I still maintain that, Honorable Sauls.
But it's not the same
the
as
question.
It's not the same as
Yes,
before.
the question, how it was phrased, do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
And I said, I disagree, Honorable Sauls.
I asked.
And I'm saying I'm still maintaining that.
No, today is different. Today you are not saying I disagree. Full stop. Today you are saying I disagree until I am clear and I verify why the AG is saying so. That's a material difference in response. If you say that to me now, you must then say, I concede. I have not added until you see. And then we can settle that, okay, then I'll wait until you have seen. Which one is it?
Through your chair, I still maintain that I disagree. Today, the line of questioning has changed because you say why. That was never asked during that engagement.
I didn't ask why.
Yeah.
My question was, do you still maintain?
Yes, I still maintain, Honorable Sauls.
Yes, but you maintain, are you saying that what the AG has said is not true? Or are you saying you can only say it's true after you have verified?
I've already clarified, Honorable Sauls, that I can only say that once they have concluded their work. And,
yes,
and our engagement as well, because the audit process allows for responses which might verify why certain things have happened in a particular way, based on the standard that AG would have agreed with us as a department.
DDG,
to say,
you
this
see,
is the information that I need.
I'm very transparent and honest with you. And the reason why this is important is I'm coming back to it because it's important to me. I'm not coming back to it because for some technical reason. It's important that within our TVET sector, that what we offer aligns with the skills that we need. That's why I'm asking it. And at the time when I asked you, because it was concerning when I saw it in the report, you said it's not true. Now that I have the AG, you change your position and you say you maintain, but you must first verify. That's two different things. I will leave it at that and say to you the response is not the same. And I take it, AG, that what the DDG is now saying is that he doesn't disagree with you full stop. He will now wait for the reasons that you gave. I had an important other question, but I'll have to leave it now because of that engagement. But once again, great job, and thank you very much for representing the Auditor General's office so well in this session.
Yeah, maybe before we leave it, we'll give the AG. So the issue was, is there anything that the AG can prove or can say to convince the DDG that the answer he gave was not accurate? So maybe let's give the DDG to give that, the AG to give that opportunity if they have something, so that we can convince the DDG that there was something. I'll give you. Yeah.
Auditor,
Sorry?
I actually would advise against it. This is why. Because the DDG is only in this session saying he wants to understand the reasons. Then when I asked, the DG said, no, the AG is wrong. So for whose benefit is it now to hear the reasons? I don't think the platform should be used to now entertain the additional from the DDG. It should just be said, he said for the record, he disagrees, and then this process that's between the AG and the DDG's office will then continue outside of this process. Okay. Instead of now, unless we can use that time for me to ask the other questions I had.
That's okay. We'll deny you that opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Low. I don't like that.